Only one big honk. It's Friday. Okay. Hey everyone, it's Amanda with St. Louis Makeup Artist and Renee with St. Louis Makeup Artist.
Oh, same company.
Hey everyone, it's Amanda and Renee with St. Louis Makeup Artist, and today's look is Day of Dead. I love it. I love this look. I love it. So you're gonna need a lot of materials for this one, and I recommend splurging just a little bit more for the good makeup.
This is what y'all need.
Here's what you'll need.
You're gonna need a white base. This is the Nye Clown White. A black liner, various colors. Today I'm going to use red, blue, green. I have acrylics, and I also have eyeshadows. I have blue eyeshadows because I want to do blue around the eyes. You will need brushes, one for each color. I recommend getting craft brushes for this one because you're probably going to tear them up. Setting powder, and definitely have wipes on hand for any mistakes that you make, and even some Q-tips. I also recommend that you get lip tar, which is safe for if you're wearing it on your lips all day long and you're eating. This is OCC, Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, amazing stuff. The whole point of a Day of Dead look is to emulate a skull, and you can go as simple or as complex as you want. The basics are to hollow out the eyes and the nose, and then to give that skeletal teeth look. But then the design, it can be just about anything you want. I've looked at a lot of different pictures, and today I'm going to give you what I've seen the most, which is a web on the forehead, a rose on the chin, and then a beautiful outline, almost flower-like on the eyes. Let's get going. Renee is already primed and ready to go with her primer. I'm going to get started on the white. First thing I'm going to do is line the eyes and the nose so I don't put white on them. You want to make an almost imperfect circle to where it's a little smaller on the inside and gets a little bigger on the outside. For the nose, you can do one of two ways. You can just do a nice triangle, or you can have two triangles coming down and around. I'm going to do the two triangles. Now it's time to put the white on. When you're working with cream makeup, make sure you mix it with a little bit of water because it's going to help it go on a little easier. And also make sure you are doing little layers at a time. And what I mean by that is putting on a small layer, powdering it, and then putting on another layer. Otherwise, it could be one big ugly mess.
Transformation.
Okay, now I'm going to set this first layer with powder. Okay, I'm going to set the powder. Now I'm going to focus on the eyes, and I'm going to start with the outline, which I'm going to do in red today. What I recommend that you have is about a half rounded brush. It's a tiny one. And I'm going to use red acrylic. You're going to use the tip of your little brush, dip it into the acrylic, and then dot it onto the face to make it look like flower petals. Shake weight.
Lip.
I'm gonna go over a second time just to fill in some of the petals that didn't get super full. I'm going to do the inside sockets, and this is total color preference, but today I'm going to use blue and black eyeshadow. I'm going to start with the black towards the inside of the eye, and I'm going to work my way out and then do blue. If you're using an eyeshadow and you want it to be a little thicker or a little darker, you can add a little bit of water to it, and that'll help a lot. That's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to put a little bit of blue in on the outside, and this by far does not have to be perfect. Put it where you want it. Now in order to get rid of that black outline that we did in the beginning, I'm going to take a little bit of the black eyeshadow and go right around it to help it disappear a little bit. Now I get to try to remember what I done on this side to imitate it on this side. If you want, you can take your black liner and line the water line, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Next, I'm going to do the spider web on her forehead. So what I'm going to do with the spider web is I have the line from the middle of her eyes to the top, and I'm going to draw 2 more lines on this side and 2 more lines on this side, and then I'm connecting them with W's. Next, I'm going to do the nose, and I'm going to use my eyeliner. Basically, you want to do the blackest black that you can find. Next, I'm going to do the rose on the chin. Every rose has its thorn. And I'm using the same brush that I used with the petals around the eyes, but I'm going to dip it in a little thicker into the acrylic red. I want to powder that and do a second. What I like to do is add a few green leaves to the flower. Same concept, you want to take a brush the same size, make sure it's nice and clean, or use a second one, and dip it into the green. I'm going to add a little bit of dimension to the petals and to the green by taking my black eyeshadow with the brush, making little swoops in where the petals are. And it's okay if some of the white breaks through. Now we're going to do the mouth. The mouth, you can go so many different ways. This is just one way that I'm going to do this. And I'm going to use the lip tars on the inside of her mouth, and then I'm going to use the white cream and the liner for the outside part of the mouth. I'm going to use a brush for each color, one for the white cream, one for the white tar, so make sure you don't mix them up. First, I'm going to put black on the inside part of her lips. It doesn't have to be super perfect. For the side of the lips, you want to use either a liquid liner or something that goes on really easy, like a gel liner. And then you want to make what looks like the teeth. You can either do just straight up and down lines with this very small thin brush, or you can do super small, almost accentuated triangles. The teeth are done. Make sure when you're doing them that you're pretty symmetrical. Count how many you have on this side, stop in the middle, and then do the same number on this side, which I did not do. And this is the part where you can get as creative as you want, or you can be done. I think I'm going to do a couple swirls on her cheeks.
Taking a really super thin brush.
I'm just going to do a couple swirls. What I've noticed with this look is it's very symmetrical, so whatever you do on one side, you definitely want to do on the other. Small brush.
Transformation.
I'm going to add a little texture to the web by taking my black eyeshadow and putting it on the top part of the W's. Once again, be as playful or as simple as you want to. Stick with the basics and then add. Ladies, you can add really cool lashes if you want to, or you can be more specific with the designs and the swirls. Yes! And I'm finished with Day of Dead look. You can set it with powder, play it up, bring it simple down. I've seen people put big false lashes on. I've even seen the petals be jewels. You can do all kinds of things with this look. If you do this look, tag us because we want to see what you do. Otherwise, have fun and we'll see you later.
See ya.